Hey guys, how you going? Well, I'm sure you've heard a little bit about the Arctic ice melting, and so let's take a bit of a look at the Arctic ice. In the North Pole, there doesn't seem to be too much ice at all. There's nothing, just ocean. All this here, all appears to be brushed. And if I pick a place at the North Pole, let's have a look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. The ice has turned into a resort. Go figure. Let's have a look at Lisbon. Ah! Wow. That's a big boat. Yes. The ice is all melting, which is fine, that's already in the ocean. That's part of it. But Greenland is so deep in ice, and methane gas, if it melts, we are in a world of hurt. That's next. There's been talks and secrets about a hole here where aliens and so forth, and you be the judge. But let's have a look on the other side of the planet. Let's go to Antarctica. Openings into the earth. They've got to make you wonder. Let's get a bit closer. A bit closer. Almost sounds ridiculous. Looks a little bit like a German helmet. I mean, it's not natural. It looks like, well, iron, but it couldn't be iron. But it's not rock. What is it? We can have a look at a photo. This is absolutely massive. Really, really massive. Let's get out of here. I'll go over here. And there's another one over here. These openings are approximately 30 metres across. Why is it we can't go there? Why is it we send 30-odd thousand people a year to go and study water and ice? It's got to make one wonder. And what is that? Looks like a piece of a film reel. But it's been there for a long time. And that is massive. But I'd like to think it's a glitch. In 1945, we ended the war. In 1947, there was the most massive military expedition sent to Antarctica to go and explore it. Why? Who knows? But there's a lot of secrets, and you and I will never get there.
So wow, for real, coming to a quick video here. Apparently Antarctica is literally crawling with weirdness. This is one I wasn't going to do until I started thinking about how huge this thing is. That and the fact that I did a web search for hidden Google map anomalies and I did not find anything for this specifically. So who better to point something like this out other than YouTube user Nick Evil. Thanks, Nick, for pointing this out. We're going to take a look right now. Now, I can put the coordinates in the description, and I'll do that so you can find it the easy way. But I want to show you how to find this visually on Google Earth because it's much cooler that way. Why? Because this thing is so huge, you can't miss it, not even from outer space. So here we go. I'm going to show you how to find this Google Earth visually. So here we are in Google Earth, and if you've got Antarctica centered like I do now, and north pointing up on the little compass over here so that the continent is oriented just like this. See this little white speck right here? That's what we're going for. So put the hand on that and then zoom down. And as we're going in, I want to point out the nearest coastline is here, roughly 250, 300 miles away. And if you remember the giant holes in the Antarctic that I pointed out, I don't know, a few days ago, that's up here. And this is roughly, I think, 450 miles away. So just to give you some idea of where this thing is situated, that's what we're looking at. So we're going to go in and take a closer look right now. And this is it. Now, I said it was huge, and I want to show you exactly how huge using the Google ruler. So let me put this up here. Notice the units are miles. So I'm going to put the pointer right here, maybe, and drag this to the other edge. Length, 14.25. Now, I think it's closer to 14.5 miles, 14.5 miles. I've just put the pointers in a slightly awkward place. Let's take a look at the width. 4.73. Now, I got it down to as little as 4.5 miles. So it's basically it's 14 miles by 4 miles wide, whatever this is. Now, my first thought was, is there anything else like this around? So, of course, I searched the entire continent, and I didn't find anything quite like it. If you look down here, there's some white splotches, but they don't have those strange patchwork striations. So to me, these are like reflections in the photos, something like that. There's one other visual anomaly here. This long, I don't know, translucent bar almost across this area here, but it doesn't look anything like the patchy mass up here. So my second thought was, well, maybe this is just some peculiar place in the images that there happened to be a gap. You know, when they're reassembling the images for the full image, maybe there was a gap that they had to patch. Well, I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't think that's necessarily the case. If you look at these striations going this way, this looks like a very deliberate attempt to brush areas in somehow or something like that. I don't know enough about how these images are rendered. I said that before to know exactly what this is. But I'm not sure that's the explanation for this, because why wouldn't we see other images like that in the quilt of images here? So I don't know what this is. I do know it's 14 miles long and 4 miles wide, and that is huge. So what are we looking at here? Is this Neumayer Station? I know Neumayer is not easy to find. I wasn't able to find it on the map. Are they hiding that too? Is that what we're looking at here? I have no idea. If this masking was removed, would we see the deck of a giant UFO mothership buried in the ice there or something like that? I have no idea. Maybe somebody out there thinks they know exactly what this is and they can tell us. So very cool. Anyway, that's how you find it visually using Google Earth. Again, I'll put the coordinates in the description so you can find it the easy way, but I recommend doing it visually because that's very cool. You cannot miss that. See, even now, look at that thing. Very cool. Thanks again, Nick Evil. What do you guys think this is? Wow, for real? Out for now.